Here's Can't You Hear Me Calling in the E chord shape. Come back to me is my request. A little slower. A little bit slower. Hi. Got to knock myself out of tune a little bit there. This is the third of a series of 3 videos I'm doing on the tune called Can't You Hear Me Calling, and 3 different chord shapes, G, D, and E. So the purpose of these videos, again, as I've explained in the other 2 videos, in case this is the first one you've seen, I'll repeat myself, is that you get different voicings out of these different shapes, and also this song is normally sung in the key of G, but not everyone sings in the key of G on this song. For males, it's a pretty high lead, and it's hard to get. So you know, I was at a jam and someone sang this in the E chord, and I was like, well, kudos for you, first of all, for putting this in a key that suits your voice and is strong there. And then I was like, wow, this has a lot of fruit in E. And so it's so much so that if next time I do this in G, I think I'm just going to capo on the 3rd fret and play it out of E, because it sounds pretty neat there. And the other thing you'll notice here, what I'm doing when I'm chord forms, I'm using this for the E chord. And I'm doing a lot of cross picking too in these breaks. And I do an alternating cross picking. I don't do the down, down, up. Okay. Then the second thing is when it goes to the 4 chord. This is part of what I call the A chord form in key of E. So this is A, C, D. But I'm lifting up my first finger and letting that E note ring, and I'm getting an octave there. That note is that's the major 7th of the 4 chord. So Bill sang, that's the 3rd of the 1, by the way. So if I'm in the 1, so 5, 1, 3, that's the 3rd. Bill sings that note over the 4 chord. Sometimes referred to as the spooky note. That's the note right in between the flatted 7th, which would be R for 4 chord. So or the 1, because that's the melody note. So what Bill does, he goes right between that note and hits that instead, and you get a 4 chord major 7th, which is a cool sound. It's kind of a spooky sound. Okay. So how this kicks. like that. The E kind of gives you that kind of that banjo roll, which is kind of unique with E. So here I'm going all downs. Down, down. I go down, down on the first, and then I hit this up, and then I start my roll. Okay. And there's a little hammer there that I do. That sounds like this. Okay, and then so this is part of the E chord. I'm doing a hammer there. And then I'm gonna hit the G string open. Oops, sorry. That's the flatted third of the E chord. Sounds like that. And then I'm gonna, I do that lick a lot. I do it down here too. Same lick. Okay, and then I'm gonna come down here again to this position with my first finger on the third string. And I'm gonna make this slide. Now I'm playing off the third, second, and first strings. Again, here's your chord form. But lift up that first finger, and you get that chord. Same pattern. Down, down, and up. Start your roll. Sorry, excuse, there's a mistake. This part is correct. And now I'm going to slide from here. So I'm making that chord. Now I'm working off the fourth, third, and second string. Chord form is this? It's part of the E chord, this chord form. But I'm gonna let the second open string ring. So put it all together. Okay, and then after that, I'm doing this little lick that I did in the D shape. Remember that? I'm doing it down here now. So this is part of the blues scale. There's a video on the sliding blues scale. Be sure to watch it. But here I start in E. I repeating the stealth saw, which is the 5 and the flatted 7th, and then I'm going to flat the 5 with my. Essentially, I'm going to use, instead of using my first finger on the 7th, I'm going to shift my hand to the second finger and then flat that 5. These are all grace notes I'm sliding. Okay, so in context. Let me do it a little slower, sorry. Okay. The G shape, but I'm playing it an A chord. And I'm going to state the 5. This is the B note, which is the 5. Come back to me is my request. I'm going to hit that down, and then I'm going to do this little run in E with all downs. So it's a pull off, which is the flat 5 in E. Okay, so let's do just that first part from here. Okay, so I hope that helps some people out there. Shoot me some comments or questions if you got them, and be happy to help. All right, take care.